watching it from Funimation's website, and I'll be starting my reaction from the minute and 40-second mark in 1, 0, and go! Oh man, I'm really pumped to see what happened to Maeda because it kind of worries me what the float did him. Oh boy. Well, looks like Kudus has become a bit more of a savage by the way he's talking. It makes sense, though, definitely with what's happened to him lately. Anyone in this position would be on edge. They wouldn't be the same mentally. Honestly, they know how to make any scene with the vampire, even if it's like a minor to a vampire, just look menacing with like the teeth, utilizing the silhouette art style. Because in it, utilizing a silhouette, it makes the imagination a new part of the work when it comes to portraying the scary effect of the vampires in the series. Gotta admit, this soundtrack that's something this series has always done well. They have a kick-ass soundtrack, even in scenes that aren't involving major characters. They almost always have a kick-ass soundtrack. I don't think they're gonna listen to Caruso at all. They're not gonna answer me. Yeah! Like, the moment they're all walking in unison, I'm like, Caruso, they're not gonna answer you, man. Jeez! I mean, shit, with what went down in, like, the first, well, I should say technically first 2 minutes and 20 seconds, it actually did have a purgatory vibe. Alright, someone willing to stick with where he was born. Yeah, this looks like he's just had to end him with life, like just with the stare in his eye. If only they knew about vampirism. And even if there was a vaccine that prevent people from turning into a vampire, it wouldn't necessarily do much because considering vampires can outstrength the hell out of individuals, they can just slaughter them. I mean, I guess the vaccine wouldn't help because it would help in near-death encounters where, say, someone is bitten by a vampire, they'd still be able to be human, so I guess it wouldn't be absolutely worthless. But considering what we've seen of vampires, it really wouldn't do much, a vaccine. Unless they go at the root cause. And you know, these are the simple scenes, though. I mean, hey, I was just doing her, Oh! Finally! He's actually looking like he's completely going to be supporting Aoi. And about... Oh! Girl! You were so fucking close to an emotional reunion. Hey, at least Caruso got to get a glance at her. And honestly, I really do hope Caruso and Aoi do end up together because they're both really great people. Shit, especially Aoi because regardless of what's going down, I love how they're just showing the fact that she's handing out rations, going out of her way. That shows you that she's got an amazing personality too. Well, she was already charismatic. Oh. Oh. Hmm. Oh yeah, the sunlight. I mean, I'm not gonna blame some of the human soldiers for being paranoid, though. Considering what we've seen of vampires, the rationality is gonna. Oh, I think it was a good opportunity to like disappear, like when he was with Aoi a bit earlier. Just disappear, cause do the same shit you did earlier, man. Okay, at the very least, it looked like he skedaddled. I was actually kind of getting worried there. Anything translation choice that Funimation uses though, like dialogue like pig cheese, kind of feels like it fit in like an older movie. I wonder if the original Japanese audio with the English subtitles had lines like that. Kind of reminds me when Crunchyroll has their animes and they sometimes have characters say things like sauce or things of that nature. When it just feels like that would be off. Overall, the dub dialogue is great though. Like, and I have no questions about the dubbing dialogue. All the English voice actors and actresses are doing a really good job. It's just the dub script in the series sometimes where I gotta question Funimation's decision making. At least when it comes to the scenes with humor, all the serious scenes are well handled. Like I have zero issue with the serious scene. It's only when it's like some of the casual dialogue sequences where the dub script does show off it's less than optimal instances. Aww. I do like how that's a nice follow up to the previous episode. Okay, that's fucking creepy. No, I can't be Maeda though, can it? I mean, it was a distance shot. No. I love how the mystery just keeps on thickening. Oh. Oh, so it probably is Maeda because he's the one who last saw her husband. I mean, Yonaguni was a kind man. Well, he was a snob. But he meant it in the best of ways, though. Yeah, exactly what I was thinking. He even sacrificed his own life to protect Maeda. Aw, at least Tomiko's proud of her. That's really the thing that the series does a good job with. Like, it can have a weak, well, weak from a physical standpoint, because Yaman, like, obviously her husband wasn't a weak individual, but it can have physically weak characters and still make him have an impact. Sometimes they struggle to do that when they have weaker tier characters when it comes to strength. They struggle to make him relevant, but like I hear, they make her husband at least relevant. That's nice. From an emotional standpoint, too. Because I actually gave a shit when he died in the previous episode. Whew. Well, no one could have predicted Mother Nature acting the way it did, though. Whoa! Why do I get a bad feeling about this vaccine? I mean, this motherfucker's insane! Speaking of which, I got a question. Shouldn't they have the vaccine tested on some individuals before spraying it out to the mass public? I'm just saying. Because I don't know about y'all, but I know in most societies, before they utilize vaccines on massive amounts of populations, they always have it in test trials. And here we're seeing the vaccines already have a huge effect on, an immediate effect on people. At least from the visuals. No, just something that came up in my mind because I was like, wait. I remember with the COVID vaccine, there were test trials before they were just given out. Yo, I actually love how now. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. When it comes to the vaccine. I'm just saying, if the vaccine was being spread around, you would think there'd be different branches of the military being like, hey, maybe we should test this out on a smaller group of people just to check if the vaccine is of good quality or not. You know? Kind of just feels like when it comes to this series, it skims in on the minor details because even in the past, when there were vaccines made, they always tested it out on a small group of people before wide distribution. I don't know. Look at me wrong, there's some good things in this episode. I love when Kurusa talked to Yamagichi's wife. That was a good scene. But there is some negative mixed in with some positives too, though. A little? I think that's an underestimate. That's underestimating the man's wildness. But I guess in that situation, he would have to say that so that he doesn't alarm the ladies. Hello, Toddstone. Dude, I don't even know what MKDM SO2 is. Well, what is that? What is that, Toddstone? I don't even know what that is. Yeah, I don't even know what that is. That place looks like it's a... And you know, it might have been for the bet. No, actually, no. It might have been better if he wasn't washed away. They might have been able... I gotta admit, the artificial soldiers walking in that near that flame in the background, it actually looks beautiful. Hmm. I actually do like a bit of the world building, just seeing how some of the vampires survive in like some secluded locations. This is actually nice. Hmm. Oh my. Ugh. I mean, hey, we gotta do what we gotta to survive, though. I mean, I think she's being modest. Aww. Yeah, but Tenmanya is he's got the mentality of an adult, though. I mean, he would have to with all the shit he's probably gonna go through. I like that bit of characterization for Tenmanya, though. He actually shows sympathy for other people. Hmm. Ah, I don't think he'd be comfortable with waiting, though. But then he might not have any choice of waiting. It's only fair. I mean, was Caruso really expecting Tamaya to do this shit for free, considering Tamaya's background as a businessman? It really shouldn't have come as no surprise. Hmm. Makes sense. I mean, there's too many of them. And that makes sense too. I mean, it is definitely a new experience, especially with the way I'm assuming vampirism affects your body. Okay, that's some good news at the very least. Maybe it's a trap? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Felt like a trap. Oh boy. He should know that yeah. These vampire units have no will of their own. Damn, Ichigo is a badass. Oh. Oh, we got a badass motherfucker. Fuck yeah. Oh, I guess that is one of the anime rules. All their You need all the badasses, but you know what? That's one of the anime rules I like. I never get sick and tired of that trope in anime. Oh, and our oh my goodness, it looks like he's about to go in. Especially with the sound effect when he was drawing out that blade. It's like that. It's like, geez. I mean, you can only pump me up so much. But this series, even though yes, there's some episodes where you can definitely tell they're higher quality than others. Every episode almost always has some kind of like a nice Ah, such a shame for this motherfucker that things didn't turn out exactly. Whoa. As for Cruz's situation, even though he knows he can't do it alone, he's gonna have to make do what he has for now, though, unfortunately. Oh, snap. Yeah, whatever that's gonna lead. But overall, though, I thought the episode was nice. If I had to rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, 10 being exceptional, I'm originally, while the stuff involving the vaccine, I was like, I really would have would have seen how the government in the series actually allow the vaccine to be approved, like more detail on that, because it's like, it feels like it's a bit too convenient that they were gonna allow that without many trials involving the usage of the vaccine. But that's really the only bit in the episode though that was like, I wasn't too key in on. Everything else was pretty damn nice, I have to say. Because for one, I love the extra characterization for Aoi. We see that she actually went the extra mile of providing rations, and I love that. You see a lot of her amazing kind-hearted personality there. And that scene where you see her react when she thinks that she saw Kurusu was actually so dang glorious, too. It actually makes me eagerly anticipate a meeting between her and Kurusu if it were to happen. I mean, I hope it does. I think that'd be something emotional. So that's what I liked about this episode. And I love the X-characterization from Temanya, where we'll see how far he goes to help out other people. I think it makes him a better character, too. Suspicion. And I do love the follow-up on the whole sequences involving the wife, where we actually do see Kurusu talk to her. I thought that scene was so damn freaking sweet. So that's why, despite some of the things that this episode did were a bit questionable, I'd say overall, if I had to rate the episode on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being average, 10 being exceptional, no, 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, 10 being exceptional, I'm definitely going to give it a 6 out of 10 for above average. Yeah, it might not have been the best Mars Red episode, but it was still, even at its worst, the series is still fun to watch. Which is saying a lot, because there are some animes that are Jekyll and Hyde, where some animes could have really shitty episodes, and then at the same time they could have some really amazing episodes. Thankfully, this series, it's got at least a base consistency going for it, and for that I do have to give it a lot of credit for. Because, at least when it comes to this anime season, I've seen animes have literally, animes have like 11, 12 consistent episodes and they fuck it up in the last one. At least from the way this series is handling it, it doesn't seem like it's going to delve into that kind of bullshit, so that's positive. And yeah, I also like a bit of the world building too, where we see how some of the civilian vampires are actually taken care of. That was nice to see, actually. That's why I think the episode had more positives than negatives, even though it wasn't the most bombastic or the most exciting Mars Red episode. I really didn't think it needed to be, because I think it served its purpose well as a nice, steady build-up. Because at least for me, I prefer nice, steady build-up over a series that has pointless spectacle each and every week. Just sign me the hell up for that every single time. But anyway, so right before I go, I'd like to say thank you very much to Todd Stone for commenting on the live chat. And also for everyone else, thank you very much for watching my video. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, or subscribe. And I will see y'all later in probably 3 to 8 minutes, because I'm going to be reacting to episode 9. But anyways, y'all, thank you very much for watching my video, and have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.